Round two.
Watch NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt or listen wherever you get your podcast.
Start your day with Ksee 24 to get all the local news that matters on Ksee Sunrise. Fresno Lexus proudly supports tonight's first segment of local news that matters. Fresno Lexus. Lexus, the relentless pursuit of perfection. Ksee 24 News begins with your forecast first from your local weather authority.
I'm Chief Meteorologist A.J. Fox. We start by looking at one of our valley cams. We did get a bit of sunshine today, and we got warmer temperatures as a result. However, a flood watch has been issued by the National Weather Service. That goes into Friday through Sunday, a winter storm watch for the Sierra Nevada. That's above 7,000 feet. Also starting late on Thursday, and this will turn into a winter storm warning before that time. Current temperatures, we're at 53 right now in Fresno, 51 in Madera, Hanford and Visalia, both 52. And our live radar showing clear skies for now. But get ready for the next round of light showers tonight, and then off and on showers through Friday. But the real strong stuff, that's coming in just in time for all your New Year's celebrations. I'll have your complete forecast coming up. Ksee 24 News at 6 starts right now.
Local news that matters. This is Ksee 24 News at 6.
I found out via Facebook. I still haven't received any calls.
Tonight, the person accused of hitting and killing a Hoover High School student now behind bars as questions are raised about why they were allowed to remain out of custody for so long. Good evening. I'm Stephanie Barugi, and thank you for joining us. Alex On is off tonight. And the driver accused in the death of that Hoover High student in jail tonight. Lisa Spores has turned themselves in 5 days after being charged with DUI and the murder of 15-year-old Rashad Al-Hakim Jr. This is the latest mugshot of Spores, who was booked into the Fresno County Jail yesterday afternoon. Our Ben Morris joining us live now. And Ben, why the delay for Spores to turn themselves in?
Yeah, I actually talked to attorney David Muggeridge today just for some insight into the case like that. We're still actually waiting to hear the reasoning behind allowing this much time. But he says instances like this are very rare. This is exclusive video of Spores near the scene on October 4th getting a sobriety test. They were not arrested until yesterday. Authorities charging Lisa Spores with 1 count of murder after receiving toxicology results allegedly showing they were under the influence of both illicit and prescription substances. Muggeridge says with Spores having a prior history of DUI in 2008 before they were charged with being under the influence when they allegedly hit Rashad Al-Hakim Jr., letting them stay free might have put the public in danger.
I'm sure that when they had this agreement and the individual did not turn themselves in, there were a lot of people holding their breath because anything could happen. The consequences to the community, potential consequences to the community, are enormous.
Muggeridge lost his own parents because of a person driving under the influence and has strong feelings on the case.
That is absolutely outrageous for somebody to lose a loved one and not be told by anybody about that until the media contacts them. I think they should do something about that.
We visited Regina Bell, the mother of Rashad Al-Hakim Jr., who says she wasn't told by police that Spores had actually been arrested yesterday.
I found out via Facebook. I still haven't received any calls. I've been calling and leaving messages, and still no one has reached out to call me back.
Bell remains upset that officials let them stay out of custody for an additional 5 days.
I don't feel like that's how it should have played out. I feel like, one, you guys already waited too long to file charges, and then you guys are giving her the option to spend the holidays with her family, and I don't have that option.
Bell says she'll be in the courtroom when Lisa Spores has their arraignment tomorrow morning. Reporting live in Fresno, Ben Morris, Ksee 24, local news that matters.
Thank you, Ben. New at 6, we're getting our first look at the suspect in the murder of a Visalia security guard. Detectives say 22-year-old Angel Cazares is wanted in the shooting of 41-year-old David Luna. On December 8th, Luna was breaking up a fight at the Green Olive Bar when he was shot. A bar patron was also shot but survived. Detectives later released surveillance photos of persons of interest in the case, and they say hours after those pictures were released, Cazares left for Mexico. Police say 2 people were arrested for helping him get away. Anyone with information on Cazares' whereabouts is asked to call Visalia Police. Madera will begin the new year without their hospital, the city's only hospital, announcing that it will be shutting down its emergency department this Friday at 12 a.m. And the hospital says effective immediately, it's closing its labor and delivery services. Last week, the hospital announced it's filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy on January 3rd. The family of a missing 86-year-old man continuing to hope for his return more than a month after his disappearance. Carr was last seen leaving his home in southwest Fresno to walk his dog on Thanksgiving and has been missing ever since. He was diagnosed with Alzheimer's and was known to go on mile-long walks every day. Just 2 weeks after he vanished, his wife of more than 60 years, Lucy Carr, tragically passed away.
She just wanted to give up, and I just break down, and I told her I'd bring my father home for her. This year I was fortunate to have both my mother and father. Within 2 weeks I lost them both. If
you have any information on the whereabouts of Ulysses Carr, you're asked to call the Fresno County Sheriff's Office. A former corrections officer could end up behind bars after an investigation into alleged sexual misconduct has been referred to the Madera County DA. State corrections officials started looking into former Central California Women's Facility officer Gregory Rodriguez in July. The investigation revealed there could be more than 22 possible victims. Rodriguez began working at the women's facility in Chowchilla in 2010. The department says he retired in 2022 after he was approached by investigators. Today, the Fresno County Health Department announced the first flu death of the season here in the county. Officials say the person who died from the flu was between the ages of 18 to 65, but gave no other details. Throughout the state, flu deaths are on the rise. More than 200 people have died from the flu statewide, compared to 56 for all of the last flu season. The county wants people to be aware of the virus.
At any time, new strains can appear. Viruses are very unpredictable. It's just like COVID-19. We don't know what to expect next year. Okay, we don't know what we are going to be seeing next month.
And health officials added this rise in cases could be from the lack of masking and social distancing policies throughout the state. And they encourage everyone to stay up to date on their vaccine and take precautions, especially during holiday gatherings. Honks for Dr. Hutch were heard throughout CRMC all morning long. Dr. Terry Hutchinson has been a child neurologist at UCSF Fresno since 1983 and is retiring after nearly 40 years. A retirement parade was held for him this morning. Many of his patients and friends and family stopped by. His last day of work is December 31st, and the doctor says he plans to stay busy and is going to continue helping the healthcare system during his retirement. And still to come on Ksee 24 News at 6, flight cancellations, delays, and stranded travelers. The outcome, Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg says he wants after this week's flight issues.
The kids who struggle are really my people. They're the students I look for.
And coming up at 6:30, a Clovis Unified Middle School teacher making connections and is making an impact. What her students have to say about her in tonight's Educator of the Week.
Your weather headlines for tonight. We have a new flood watch for the valley to talk about, a new winter storm watch for the mountains, and New Year's Eve, well, that's going to be pretty stormy, and you can expect the beginning of 2023 to have several days of rain, too. Your 4-day allergy forecast brought to you by Boz Allergy will stay in the very low range. Juniper and sagebrush the predominant pollens. I'll have your complete forecast as Ksee 24 News continues.
This is Ksee 24 News at 6 with Stephanie Barugian, Alexon Balakian, and the certified most accurate forecast with AMS certified Chief Meteorologist A.J. Fox. Your local weather authority, Ksee 24, local news that matters.
This is the place I love. There's nowhere better than the place I'm from. Yeah, this is where my world goes round. I've got my local on. The Central Valley is where I belong. Ksee 24 is where I go. Turn it on and it feels right. Yeah, it feels like home. I've got my local on.
The 6 pillars of character support student academics and their personal development.
Through Your Character Matters, the Tulare County Office of Education and Ksee 24 bring you stories of students living these values.
Each week, you'll meet great role models with inspiring stories
of community service, standing up for others, and preparing themselves for the future.
We're proud to share these stories of young people changing the world for the better.
Your Character Matters, Tuesdays at 5 on Ksee 24, local news that matters.
This is Todd. And this is Sarah.
She's leaving for Paris.
But this isn't your classic holiday rom-com. It's a Nissan event ad.
Seriously?
Featuring the Nissan Rogue. And more standard power than a CR-V.
This is a love emergency.
Don't let true love or these offers get away.
Get 2.99% APR for 36 months on 10 models.
Broadway's Tony-winning Best Musical is Dear Evan Hansen. Dear Evan Hansen, playing the Soroyan Theater January 10th to 15th. Tickets at BroadwayInFresno.com.
Fall allergy season has started with grass and weed pollen and high levels of mold in the air. Air pollution makes allergy symptoms worse. Boz Allergy knows coughing, wheezing, and headaches due to allergies and asthma can mimic COVID-19 symptoms, and flu season is starting. Come to Boz Allergy at the first sign of symptoms. Rest assured we'll diagnose and treat you accurately. Stay safe and stay healthy. Contact Boz Allergy today and breathe easier.
Does this look like you? Then choose Calviva Health for low or no-cost doctor visits, mental health, and over 1,600 quality providers. Calviva Health.
The Central Valley's choice for Medi-Cal.
Now YourCentralValley.com pros who know.
Diabetes, venous, and arterial disease can cause leg ulcers. To stay healthy, watch your weight and blood pressure, and eat a healthy diet.
For more expert advice, go to YourCentralValley.com/pros who know.
Ksee 24 News is always available at the new YourCentralValley.com. Now, AMS certified chief meteorologist AJ Fox with your local weather authority forecast.
Well, it was nice to see a little sunshine today, and it helped us out a lot with our temperatures. We did have a dense fog advisory this morning. That kept our morning low on the warm side compared to average, so we started at 46, but we ended at 57, so both numbers, the low and the high, are a little above average. Looking at our Valley Cam, this is powered by Eagle Mountain Casino. This is a live view from Kauai Health in Visalia, and visibility right now is pretty good. Our clouds are starting to come in already. Looking ahead to the next